Hi there, this is Åsa, and I'm back with another scrapbooking process video. Today I'm using a background paper from DIY shop and two 6x6 paper pads. One from Fancy Pants, it's called Memories Captured, and another one from Simple Stories, it's called Say Cheese. And I have decided to make this layout a black and white only page. The photos I'm using are two of me walking to work, and I took photos with my phone of my shadow, and I think it was a really fun and a bit artistic to see the shadow against the pavement and the ground. So I cropped off some excess ground, and then I put them together with office tape. I use office tape quite a lot, just on the back sides of course, but I use it when I need to hold things together, and I often do that because I like to make blocks of paper, and I think it works. I'm not that I don't care a lot about acid-free and such things. I make my scrapbooking albums because I think it's fun, not that so that it will last 300 years. Sometimes I get worried that I will end up with a room filled with scrapbooks, and then it will become a problem for my kids later on. But most days I don't think about that. So I have made a large mat or block from one of those Simple Stories black papers, and I will put it slightly to the right so that only a thin sliver of the background will show to the left. Then I realized that I needed to mat those viewfinders, so I just cut inside the line, a couple of millimeters inside the line, to make a circle that fit behind the reels there. And I made two exactly the same. I bought that die. It's from I think it's from Dynamics, and I love it. It cost quite a lot, but I decided that I absolutely needed it. So I have been using it a lot, and I still have lots of ideas for how to use it. It comes with small squares I'm sorry, that you can place behind those small windows in the reel, and I really like to do a rainbow effect in those windows, but I haven't yet. That large piece of text, it's a page from the Fancy Pants 6x6 block, and I normally don't use those. I tend to stick to the back sides when those large texts come along. But in this case, I think it suited me, and it suited the photos, and it suited my way of thinking at the moment. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself, and it's been, I can't say it in my motto or my my leading my leading star or anything, but I think I felt it like that I don't give much for what other people think, and I am actually creating my own life and my own opinion about things, and it has become who I am. So I thought it fitted perfectly, especially with these shadow pictures. The other day I did one of those embossing rounds again. I took my vellum and went to town with some stamps and gold embossing powder, and I made a whole lot of small embellishments that I cut out and I have in my box of bits and pieces. I tied some twine around the jars. It's a black and white baker's twine. And now it's time to actually commit this whole design and glue it down. This is the part which I think is hard with scrapbooking, because I find it easy to forget exactly how I placed the stuff. I know that you can take a photo of it and compare with when you start gluing, but that doesn't feel natural to me, so I just try and come up with the same or an even better design, but it's the part which I think is hard. So to make it a bit easier, I use for this layout some photo adhesive. It's small, like squares, that you can just slide under the elements you want to glue down, and it makes it a bit easier because you don't have to lift the whole piece, especially if it's strips or things that need to go down exactly where you want them to be to align with other parts. So that suits me a lot, but I try to use it as seldom as possible, because it's a lot more expensive than the adhesive that I used to use. Just like all my other videos, it stops before I'm all done, so the recording will stop today as well, and you will miss the last couple of minutes of me gluing down some enamel dots or plastic dots and some other bling, but you have seen pretty much the whole process, and on the still photos you can see the finished layout. I first thought it was a bit stressful to film while scrapbooking, but now I feel a lot more relaxed, and I can cut away film when I haven't been too active, and I think it's been very fun, and I think I will continue making these process videos. It's actually really inspiring, especially to get the feedback from you who are watching. This is the finished layout, and you see I've added a title on the photo, Walking on Sunshine, and I have added some plastic dots and bling to the jars, and I have also drawn like stitches with my white pen along some of the arrows, those big photo corners that I've used. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this process video, and see you soon. This is Åsa. Bye!